up next on the Happy House, making a harvest decoration out of something you might not expect. We're making easy and delicious soups for your family, and I often find looks in magazines that I want to recreate, but they can be too expensive, and then there's coordinating the whole thing to make it look this good. I'm at the Mall of America today with fashion know-it-all Christopher Straub, and he's going to help me put this together and hopefully find this amazing bag. You don't want to miss it. Hi, I'm Happy. I live in a quiet town outside of Minneapolis with my family. The real Happy House is far from quiet. I learned early on things are much easier with a little help. I also have a few tricks of my own to share. It's go time, people. Welcome to the Happy House. I'm back at Mama's Happy today. I have no idea what project we're going to be doing, but I was told to bring a roll of toilet paper. Only Amanda. I'm here, Amanda, and I brought my toilet paper. And I have to tell you, I have never been invited somewhere and been asked to bring a roll of toilet paper, so I was a little bit worried, but I know it's you, so I trust you.
I'm sorry that you were worried. Actually, I was just running low on toilet paper, so thanks. But I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. All right. Okay, here we go.
What are we doing with this roll of toilet paper?
We are going to make the cutest pumpkins you've ever seen, starting with a roll of toilet paper.
Pumpkins from toilet paper, only on the Happy House.
I know.
Okay.
So with this is kind of your form that you're going to form everything around.
Okay.
Now, we start with fabric. You could use any kind of fabric that you wanted to. If you had something laying around your house, you don't need to go purchase something for this. The best thing about when you're working with the fabric is something that you can just tear and rip, so cottons are the best. Okay, so for these, what we did is we took an old feed sack and we did the tea staining to it. Have you ever done that before?
I have not done tea staining.
So tea staining is just a way to give something a little more age, and it's always going to be a little variation in the color, which again is going to make something look old that maybe isn't old. So for that, we just put about 10 tea bags in a bowl with water, and then just let these soak in it. And then you just take it out, squeeze it out, rinse it out.
All right, what's next?
Okay, so then you're going to take your strips, and you're going to just start by tucking it down in there and wrap. And then you want to kind of bunch it up in the middle there, okay, and you'll see why later.
Oh, so it's not all the way pulled through.
Right, so you're just going to keep, now if it's light, you can cut them really long, and you could, circle it around twice, okay, so I'll let you do a couple.
Okay.
And what's fun about this is you could easily do it with your kids. I mean, this is a cute project, okay, and then just conceal the fact that it's a roll of toilet paper.
We can't give away all of our secrets.
Wouldn't it be a fun housewarming gift for somebody that you could, here, look, it's decorations, and then, okay. So
you cover the whole thing.
Cover the whole thing, so let's just pretend that we've done that. Okay. All right, then we're going to take a little bit of moss, and you can buy this at any craft store.
All right.
Okay.
So.
And then I just use old sticks just from out in the yard. Just, the thicker the better, whatever you're able to find, and you're just going to kind of stick it down in there. And that's why having that fabric bunched up in there helps to hold that
just
stem.
One stick, I guess.
Right. Okay, now I'll just show you a finished pumpkin. So isn't that adorable?
It's
You'd
adorable.
never know that was a roll of toilet paper in there.
It's adorable. I can see a grouping of these too with like black and white gingham or some orange fabrics.
This is a roll of paper towels instead of using toilet paper. Paper towels, and then you do the same finishing on that. So let's just say you just take your moss and your stick
and put it in there.
Plug it in there.
And you've got this cute little grouping then.
Isn't that adorable?
I love it. This was a really fun craft. I understand you have another pumpkin craft for me too. Okay, so let's clear our space and get started on something else.
Okay, so this one you'll be excited to know you're going to get to use power tools, your favorite. Okay, so with this one, you can buy these faux pumpkins at the craft store. It's basically styrofoam is what it's made out of.
And it's nice with these because they come out oftentimes earlier than real pumpkins are ready, so you can make it happen. And then they last longer.
And they last longer.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So for this one, now you can paint them any color that you want to do. Okay. And doing different colors or a variety of colors in your kind of your fall palette is a nice way to decorate your table. Okay, so then a fun idea is to take your drill, and you're just going to come around the pumpkin in random places. Now you could say mark out a word. You could mark out boo,
okay,
and drill the holes so that you can see that.
And you've used a larger drill bit here. Maybe if we were doing boo or a word, we would use a smaller drill bit. Okay.
Yes, I would agree with that.
And then at the bottom, what did you do here?
Okay, so here what we did is we drilled a couple of holes to get started, and then just used a sheetrock knife and just took that to kind of cut all the way around.
Very similar to actually how we would cut open the top of a real pumpkin.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, so should we give it a whirl on this one?
Sure.
Now, would you like to do random, or you can do it in the
random.
design? Random is good. Okay.
Just drill?
Yeah, just drill.
Oh, that's really easy.
It's really easy.
I can even do that. All right.
You could pretend it's harder and just look really strong. There you go, just a little pressure. You got it, you got it.
Okay. Okay, so once we get all of the holes drilled in our pumpkin, then what?
Okay, so then the idea would be to illuminate it from the inside. So that's where on this pumpkin where we showed it, you can cut a larger hole on the bottom. And then I would put either the battery operated tea light or maybe even a string of lights in there, kind of just ball it up.
I've done that before with a real pumpkin, and it's so pretty. But you could just have it in your house the whole season. All right, perfect. Amanda, Pumpkin Crafts with you has been lots and lots of fun. The ideas, again, were creative, inexpensive, and easy to do. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
After these messages, we're making soup in the kitchen with Alice. You don't want to miss it.
I love to make soup, I love to eat soup, and I'm always looking for new recipes and ways to maybe make a shortcut on soups. I'm here with family food expert Alice Seufert, and we're talking soup today, right?
Soup today, and also we're using freezer pasta.
I see three
So
packages.
all of these different ways that you can use frozen pasta that you'll find in just the freezer aisle of your grocery store.
That sounds like a shortcut to me.
It's a shortcut, but it's also a way to like kind of spruce up a soup that might be a little bit boring, and you can do something different with it.
And make it really filling, because I
Yeah,
think a lot of
exactly.
times people think soup isn't filling, and I find them to be just great because they typically have vegetables and some sort of protein and maybe a starch if you want to do that. So
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
a meal in one.
Exactly.
All right, let's get started.
Yeah, well, let me explain a couple of the soups that I have that I brought today. The first is pot stickers. So usually the pot stickers are something that you fry in a pan that you get at an Asian restaurant. So I made a pot sticker soup. And in the broth, I use like a chicken broth. This is a great one if you want to do a vegetarian version. So you can buy vegetarian pot stickers. You could do a veggie broth. I usually put like a little soy sauce, a little bit of sesame oil, and then I just pick like my favorite vegetables. So here I sauteed like some garlic with mushrooms, some snow peas, some carrots. I added a little bit of kale from my garden just to add some extra greens. And I think it's really fun to add like some hard-boiled eggs too. And
So you saute all those veggies up ahead of time and then just put them in the broth, cook the pot stickers ahead of time and put that in the broth and let it simmer? Is it as easy as that?
So using frozen pasta in soups is a little bit tricky.
Okay.
So you told me that sometimes when you are making soups with pasta, it turns into a casserole.
Yep, accidentally.
Yes.
It's
So
not on
it
purpose.
happens to everybody.
Okay.
So there is a trick with making frozen pastas or any pastas with soups, because what happens and what happened to you is that you put the pasta in and then you have so many leftovers, you don't want to throw it away, you want to keep it. But what happens, the pasta just soaks up all of that broth and it just the pasta turns to mush, really. So for something like a pot sticker, what I always tell people, if you're adding pasta to a soup, I usually always say, like, bring that soup to a boil. If you're going to eat all of that soup in one sitting, throw the pasta in, boil it up right in the broth.
Okay.
If you're going to be saving some later, like I put all these pot stickers in and boiled them, and then I took them out to store.
So make
Put them
my
on the
base,
side.
with all my veggies and all that. That's one part, and then add as many pot stickers as I want to eat that night.
Exactly.
Okay.
And a lot of people like to give soup as like a gift or, you know, to bring to someone. And so I think this is something you could just like package. You could even just put this on the side and bring the broth that you've already made with the veggies and just say when you heat it, just bring it to a boil and then throw these right in.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so this soup looks delicious to me. What is this
So
one?
I have to tell you, this is like the easiest soup ever. So my church has like a soup night every Wednesday during the winter. And I brought this one night, and like, you know, it's every like person that attends a potluck, their dream that their dish is gone at the end of the night.
Yes.
Mine was gone.
Nice.
So this is just really simple. I use spaghetti sauce, I use crushed tomatoes, heavy cream, pesto, and then you use the cheese tortellini. And then I also add a little vegetarian broth to it too. And then
thin it out a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a really nice creamy soup. Again, what I'm doing differently and not cooking the pasta in this soup, I'm making the pasta something like this. Like the pasta's already cooked too, so you can just like get it out of the freezer, keep it in your fridge, and then add it and heat it to it, or make it ahead of time. If you're using like a boxed pasta, you could also just boil it and keep
Like
it in a separate
al dente
container.
kind of,
yeah,
and
exactly,
then-
and just add it as you heat the pasta.
Okay. And then chicken noodle soup, moving on to our last. You're going to take me through the whole process, and we will post these recipes online or post links to them so people will be able to see all of it, because I know some people
I know you need the details.
yes,
right?
some people need details. Okay, so let's move on to chicken noodle
Okay,
soup.
so chicken noodle soup might be the biggest offender, I think, of the like noodle casserole syndrome of
Yes.
soups, because we're using like a nice egg noodle for this. Again, like my tip with a chicken noodle soup is that you bring all the yummy things that you're making in that chicken noodle soup, bring that to a boil, and then just put the noodles in that you're gonna eat for that meal, or just again, separate it, do the noodles separate and add as you eat.
So even if you have extra broth, what you can do is just get the parts you want, and then you're left with the broth at the end, and you can freeze that and then add noodles for later use.
I give this soup a lot to people that are sick. I just put this on the side and just say boil, and then add these when you boil it.
All right. Well, here we have something cooking
let's
on
check
the
it out.
stove. Can you show me
Yeah,
what's
let's
going
check
on
it
over
out.
there? All right.
Okay, so in the pot I have butter already going. I have all these like great seasonings like sage and pepper and salt and garlic salt all mixed in there, onion and celery.
And we
So
can
you
just kind of
mix-
pick mixes that we like.
Yeah,
but-
exactly. Like, and I tend to like to pick seasonings that are good with like poultry, so that we're doing a chicken soup. So, you know, you can even think of the seasonings that you like over Thanksgiving. Those are things you could throw in. So we have that going right now. What we'll do is we'll throw in the carrots. And I always say, you want to put them in, or do you want me
Yeah,
to?
I'll put them in. And these, did you prep these yourself?
I bought a bag that they were already cut.
Another shortcut. I love it.
Yes.
I mean, sometimes it just has to happen.
And I think, you know, these coins are really nice. You can also get matchstick ones too. So we're doing carrots. We're going to do chicken broth. Do you want to help me with the other chicken broth? Actually, cream of chicken soup.
I have never done that before.
I think it makes it really nice and creamy. You want to do this one?
Sure.
And then I'll get the chicken. So a super easy shortcut that I like to do is just get a rotisserie chicken. So when you pull all the meat off of a rotisserie chicken, it's usually about 3 cups.
Okay.
I just take the skin off. And then based on like how your family eats, like I just leave it really big, and then it's, you know, kind of the chicken gets kind of pulled when you're making it.
I like bigger chunks of chicken. It's just, you know that you're actually eating a piece of meat. And my kids often don't like chicken, so then they don't want the chicken in their soup, which is odd, but they like the carrots and the other things, but then they can know exactly where it is.
So we'll just put that right in here. And then with this chicken soup, I just let it come to a boil. And again, what we talked about, where you want to bring the main mixture of your soup to a boil, and then add in the pasta that you're going to use. So like if you're having a really big family night and you know you're going to go through this whole pot, put all those noodles in, those frozen egg noodles. But otherwise, just like I just keep it separate and then store it separate. And I have some that's already made there if you want to take a peek and see what it looks like in there.
So this looks thick and hearty, but not like a hot dish
Yep,
at all.
exactly.
Alice, this has been fun and really informational. I know my family's going to appreciate all
Thank
the
you.
new soup recipes we
Thanks.
have.
Yeah.
I hope to see you again soon.
Yes, we'll see you soon.
All right.
Canned and boxed soups are really easy weeknight meals, but don't eat them plain. Add your family's favorite meat, veggies or pastas to make it a really hearty meal.
After these messages, I'm back with fashion expert Christopher Straub. He's going to help me recreate a magazine look without breaking the bank. I found this look I really like in a magazine, and I often wonder how to put these things together. It's either too expensive, and then there's always coordinating everything. I'm at the Mall of America with fashion know-it-all Christopher Straub, and he's going to help me make this look and hopefully find this bag. Hey, are we going up or down?
Wait,
what's happening?
Stay there.
Okay.
Stay there.
Okay.
I'll meet you there.
All right, Christopher, I love this outfit.
Okay.
It seems basic, but it's just so well put together. Are you ready to help me with this challenge? Because I'd love for you to help me find these pieces.
You've come to the right place here at the Mall of America. We're going to be able to find everything on your list today.
Okay, where do we start?
Let's start with the jeans. Which way? This place is really big.
I know. I feel like it's this way.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Oh, look. So much new denim. How perfect.
That was a success for sure. Easy in, easy out, and a great pair of jeans.
Done. Check.
Jeans. Check.
I think we should go for this sweater.
All right.
What do you think?
I do think we should go for
All
the
right,
sweater.
perfect.
I'm a little uncertain about that whole chevron pattern. It might be too much for me. I'm just a little bit cleaner than that, or less bold, I would say.
Yeah, well, what makes this work is that it's a geometric, it's a classic geometric. So I think if we look for dots, stripes, plaid, something in that realm, especially in this color palette, then it's gonna work.
All right, let's do it.
This place always has classic looks, great sweaters. I think this is gonna be a good pick to find the one we're looking for.
Okay, and it looks like there might be a sale. Let's
Can't
check
beat
it
that.
out. No.
All right, mission accomplished.
I am so happy with this find. I just have to look at it again because
right.
it's much different than the picture. It's polka dots, but again, I love how the blue is going to look with black. I feel more comfortable in this, and I think that's an important thing, is to change up the look a little bit for what you like.
Well, that's right. Edit it. Make it right for you. And the fact that we have the essence of the sweater in your tear, right?
Yes.
We have the geometrics. We have something classic. We have the same colorway. That just pop of color is going to really pull the outfit together.
Sweater? Check. I love it. Good
All right.
purchase. I'm happy.
Perfect.
Okay, what's next?
All right. I think we need to get that bag. Even though this is a shoe store, they have accessories as well, okay? I think we're gonna be able to find your bag in here.
For right around $40, I got the bag I was looking for. The original bag I saw was $165, and it was the patent, which isn't gonna be as durable.
This is gonna last you a long time.
Amazing tote, check.
Oh,
I know why that's interesting to you.
oh,
Turtle fan.
am I tall enough?
I think so. Here we go.
Yeah!
Turtle power! Okay, I'm glad I had lunch before this. Okay.
Did you not have fun?
I did, but that was a little more than I bargained for.
I had a blast.
We need to get back to shopping.
Okay,
All
all right, back to work.
All right.
Now the thing we really haven't talked about is accessories.
Yes, this outfit doesn't necessarily have any jewelry or anything on it.
I think we can find some great stuff in here.
Okay, just to kind of punctuate it.
Absolutely.
All right, let's check it out.
What's really cool about scarves is like you can wear them, obviously, but when you just want to punctuate a color on, your tote bag or something like that, just take it off of you and tie it on there. Oh, this is perfect. We can find a pattern that works really well with the outfit, adds a lot of color too, and that's easy to either wear as a scarf or to tie onto that tote bag.
Since everything here that I buy gives money back to a charity, I feel really good about this. Plus, I'm gonna look great with a variety of accessories. The thing I'm worried about is the most important piece was the jacket. And
that's the real identifier in this outfit. How much do we have left in our budget?
Well, I've kind of blown my budget.
Okay.
So, are you going to be able to help me find something for next to nothing?
Well, this piece, if this piece exists here, I'm going to find it for you.
All right.
All right?
Let's do it.
Let's go. Happy. I think we found it.
That is great because we've been looking around for a while.
I know. Well, it's perfect. It's beautiful. Is it within our budget?
I love the cut. Let's see. Big reveal. This jacket is under $30.
No way.
I know. It's such a great look. Now, let's just see if it looks okay on me.
And you know what's great about $30 is you don't have to spend a lot.
No.
You don't have to invest in getting these trend pieces.
I like it.
Oh, the fit is good. And it fits over your sweater, so it's gonna fit over the sweater we bought.
I really like it. It's lightweight, it's flexible, it's, again, not too much an investment. Score.
I think we did it.
Jacket. Check. Ta-da! The finished outfit. Christopher, you nailed it. Thank you so much for helping me.